What's up, Pisces? Let's see what the next 48 looks like for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Pisces placement. I was getting something here about gold. Wrapped in gold is what I kept hearing here, okay? So I don't know if you guys like love wearing gold jewelry. Maybe gold is your favorite color. Gold does produce a lot of healing elements when you wear it. Okay, so some of you guys need to look into that. Maybe you should be wearing gold. There's something here that you may be needing to heal. Some sort of ailment, all right? Next 48, you've got the 3 of Wands, you got the 10 of Wands, you got the Hanged Man, you also have the 4 of Swords. Also, too, I forgot to mention, so remember, we are now currently in Gemini season, so this is just a friendly reminder that the Gemini does embody the Magician and the Lovers in the Tarot, okay? So right now is an opportunity for the collective as a whole to really hone in on their skill sets, to hone in on their creativity, to really start thinking about the bigger picture. I feel like this Gemini season, it's going to allow you an opportunity to see that you are more resourceful than you have ever thought you were in the past, or maybe more resourceful now than what you were in the past. I feel like you guys have everything that you need in order to make something happen. The only thing that you are missing is the courage to do these things and make these things happen, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys have been putting your talents on the back burner, and now's an opportunity for you guys to really just shine, to really throw yourself out there. I'm hearing shine like gold, right? I am picking up on gold. So I feel like Spirit, God, Universe, Source, whatever you believe in, is trying to relay the message that right now is an opportunity that you guys need to be standing out instead of dimming your light, okay? I feel like right now is this opportunity for you guys to really present yourselves as who you are. And it doesn't matter if people are going to accept you or not, because again, the Gemini does embody the Lovers. That's all about alignment. So how perfect, right? You're weird, you're quirky, you're funny, whatever it is that you are, Pisces, that you might feel a little insecure about, or that you tried to hide or dim or whatever. It feels like those qualities about you are what's going to really surround you with the real, right? I mean, what's more real than 24 karat gold? So again, I feel like everything's kind of coming back to this gold situation here. So I feel like that's really the message, is that you guys just need to really stand out right now. And again, it's going to produce real invites real, right? So that's what this feels like. So now's the time to shine. All right, you guys have the 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You've got the 7 of Swords to the King of Pentacles, and then look at that, you got the Lovers. Okay, so again, stand out. It's all about alignment. 2 of Swords, 7 of Swords, King of Pentacles. I'm hearing robbing Peter to pay Paul, robbing him blind. Be careful how you're spending your money. Be careful who you're telling, like, you know, the assets that you own at this time. You guys need to be protective of something right now, okay? Especially if your intuition is trying to tell you about somebody around you. I feel like a lot of you guys could have been getting intuitive downloads that, like, if there is something here that you want to start, or there is something here that you're working on, to keep it to very, very minimal chatter here. So this is like, people can know that you're doing something, but you don't have to tell people to the extent of what it is that you're doing. Now, yes, it kind of puts you in like defensive mode because you have the swords here. So I do feel like your sword is up and it needs to be up at this time. Some of you guys are at a crossroads with that 2 of Swords. Like, can I trust this person? Can I not? Honestly, this is the worst advice I'm going to give, but it's probably going to be the best in the long run here. Trust nobody, okay? And that way you don't have to feel a certain kind of way at the end of the day. So if there are things that you're planning, sorry mom, sorry dad, sorry whoever, my best friend, my lover, whatever, I can only give you so much information. Now, people that truly love you and understand you will be understanding of the fact that you can't really disclose a lot of information. I'm hearing an NDA. This is literally somebody having to sign an NDA. So just imagine that, okay? Like, you signed an NDA on something that you're working on. There's only so much that you can tell. At the end, you'll be thankful or grateful to yourself for having taken this advice. So just keep it to a minimum. Yes, I'm working on this. Yes, I'm working out. Yes, I'm doing this. Yes, I'm doing that. But that's it. Oh, how's that coming? Oh, you know, be as vague as possible, okay? And that's just because you're going to be protecting your wealth here, protecting your legacy, all right? So some of you guys are going to need to be a little bit more secretive. You are going to have to tell a little white lies, okay? But again, this is about, do you want people to steal your ideas? Do you want people to come in and just, you know, be your friend because you're making it big? Like, do you want that type of energy around you? If you do, cool, it's here. And then that's just going to put you in more here. Can I trust that person? So up to you guys, right? Three of Wands, next 48, you're focusing on the future. I feel like you guys are working in the next 48 hours. You're envisioning, you're manifesting, you're creating vision boards, you're creating this thought or this reality for yourselves on something here. This is like finally becoming something you want, right? They say like in order for you to manifest quickly, like you have to, like if you want to be a millionaire, you've got to convince yourself you're already the millionaire, right? So it's like, how would that millionaire move? How would they talk? What would they do? And that's what this feels like. I feel like you guys are finally embodying this future version of yourself here. And again, with that star up here, remember it's the North Star that is depicted on the star card here in tarot. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, but I do feel like whatever this is, it's like, that star right now is your intuition, okay? I feel like you guys need to follow your intuition. It's like if you're being guided to say nothing, say nothing. If you're being guided to step away from people, step away from them. But whatever this is, it feels like this is like the next 48. I feel like you guys are going to finally, something's going to click for a lot of you. And a lot of you guys are going to be realizing what you've been wasting your time on. A lot of you guys are going to be realizing the things that you actually have been putting the work and the effort towards are paying off. So again, it's going to put you in a really good standing point here, okay? A lot of you guys may have to step back in order to catapult forward is what I'm hearing with that. 10 of Wands, you could be a little burdened by something here. I do feel like don't overwhelm yourselves, okay? I'm hearing all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. You guys could like The Shining. You could like Jack Nicholson. I'm also seeing the Simpsons version of that. All work, no play makes Homer something, something, something. Okay, so don't drive yourselves crazy trying to do something here. If you are working on a project, if you need to step away from this situation just to get a breath of fresh air, to have a few drinks, to really just clear your mind and come back, do that, okay? Don't just be so enthralled that, remember, what you do when you do what you love, right? You never work a day in your life, so they say. So it's like, don't let something you love become work, okay? So some of you guys, like, if you're at that breaking point, you're like, damn, like, I'm on empty, but I gotta keep going. No, like, step aside for a second, take a break, maybe put it for the next day, do something like that. But it just feels like you don't have to create more burdens for yourself. Whatever it is you guys are working on, if this is a fitness goal, like, if you're craving something, then if it fits your macros, right? Like, I don't know. It just feels like there's always a loophole for something, right? So just really give yourself some grace here in the next 48 hours. Allow yourselves to really continue to enjoy the journey and the process, because you don't want to just keep working in this mundane energy. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy here. I feel like you guys that have been feeling stuck or burdened in the next 48, you're going to feel like pretty good. Some of you guys finally got some time off from work here. Maybe you've been having to work like double shifts. Maybe you've had to like, maybe you do some sort of shift work where it's like 4 days on, 2 days off, something like that, okay? Some of you guys could have been working as much as like 2 weeks on, and then you get like the next couple of days off, or maybe a week off or something like that. You could also be going on vacation, like you finally cashed in on your vacation time. Okay, so I do feel like you are finally going to be relieved of some sort of like work burden here in the next 48. And those of you that have just been like feeling stuck, you've been looking forward to this. So I feel like you guys are going to be feeling really good. You're going to be dropping the burden here. You're not going to have to worry about work. You're not really going to have to worry about much in the next 48 hours. I do feel like you guys are going to be looking at a person, place, or thing from a different perspective here. I'm hearing rose-colored glasses. Those could be coming off when it comes to somebody. You could be dealing with a Virgo. But whatever this is, I feel like the energy is finally at a halt, okay? Next 48 with the Hangman of the Four of Swords here. Again, some of you guys are overworked, you're tired. Some of you guys are just going to be sleeping in, okay? Some of you guys are also enjoying the holiday weekend if you are here in the States. So, you know, you're going to be sleeping in as much as you can, catching up on things that make you feel at peace or at one with yourself here, okay? So I do feel like you guys are finally going to be able to get some R&R and make some good things happen. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you guys in the next one.